if you want to pay or not pay for it. That brings us to the next question. Many times, inspection reports can be used as negotiating tools. So, as a mortgage lender, as a realtor, how do you help with guiding them through? Okay, um, we can use this in our favor instead of looking at it as a Debbie Downer.
Well, actually, for example, an FHA loan is going to be a lot stricter than a conventional loan in terms of some of the repairs that need to be done. Um, for example, in a conventional loan, let's say that they find a leak in the water heater. Water heater's 12, 15 years old. There's a leak on it. With a conventional loan, you can get an estimate from the seller. And let's say the seller doesn't want to fix it. Well, you tell the seller, well, listen, it's going to cost $550 to come in, put a brand new water heater, and with labor, cost of labor, that's what it costs. At closing, the seller will basically cut a check for $550 to do that. Or if they want to do it themselves, that's fine. But there's an additional concession from the seller. On an FHA, it's a little bit different. In an FHA, something like a water heater has to be fixed prior to closing. So in other words, the loan is looking good. We're ready to go. But listen, buddy, we need to change that water heater prior to closing. And so the seller, has to take the money out of his pocket to get it done. So in terms of negotiating, sometimes things that were not expected, let's say that there's something inside the roof, some wood where there's termites, and the damage is extensive. The seller didn't know that this was going on until the inspection. So now we're looking about, let's say the people still are in love with the house. Well, there's some major repairs to be done and some termite elimination that needs to be done too. That can affect the price or the concession. The seller could say, well, it's going to cost $1,000. What I'll do is at closing, we'll give you an additional $1,000. You get that fixed after closing. If that type of loan permits it, that's some of the things that can be done to negotiate maybe a better price, or just to get a little bit extra money back from the seller.
Those are great options too.